Hi guys, what up, what up? You got a double, I was like, what Jakes can I put in the title today? Both of them. Duh. Alright, let's see. Kind of, I work somewhere different today, so I have to go based on memory. That being said, I mean, anything in Chicago, if you know where to get anywhere, it's not too hard to figure out. Right? Everything's northwest, south, east. Most streets go in straight lines, but still. I need to get home the best way possible because we have something to do. So it's not about this taking. I know no matter what, going the right way, going north is gonna get me home, but will it get me home the fastest is the question. Am I talking? No, I'm not talking, luckily. Let's see. We're back. Let me see how fast. What's the best way to take home? Because sometimes highways are the best way, but sometimes not, especially during this time. You know? Okay, looks like the fastest way will be. Oh, okay. Is it the highway? I don't think so. Oh shit, that isn't where I'm going though. Hold on. I'm going home first. I got all excited. I was like, oh, it's not gonna take me that long to get home. And then I was like, nope. That was not where we're going. I think I'll go straight for now. Okay, I'm back. Oh, that sucks for you, cousin. That really sucks for you. What a great troll you are, cousin. What a great troll you are. 10 out of 10. Recommend. It's so weird. It's kind of like Joe. So little self-worth and everything that they're awful trolls, or they think they're the best because they suck that much at everything else. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? What I learned today from YouTube is that agoraphobia is pretty common on here. Like, there's Joe. I wouldn't say he's like necessarily agoraphobic, but it seems like leaving the house too far, like more than 30 minutes, really does make him freak out. Hi, Kevin. I work somewhere else today. It is kind of exciting. It was a very easy day for sure. But I don't interest in the neighborhood I work in normally. I don't know. It's a good question. You know, so I just gotta. I just was teaching, so because I flip burgers, so I had to teach this location of Burger King. They have a new batch of workers, and there's a skill. There's some skill to it. So, hi Jennifer Marie, how are you? The funniest thing is like some people know that the title's about two different Jakes because literally I had Jake one time on panel, and there were people that thought that he was the Red Z Max Jake. Well, not Red Z, the other Jake, the American Jake. I'm like, he has an accent. How could you possibly think that was the same Jake? I'm so confused. Did you not know that the other one didn't have an accent? I'm okay. I'm driving home. Hi, Clifton. Clip it. I think it's so funny that Queenie talks so much shit, but whenever someone that actually like she talks shit against comes up, she cannot handle it and she goes into turn off camera and mute mode. What is wrong with her? When I say she's in love with you, that means that doesn't necessarily mean that you were in love with her back. Like I know you're trolling her, which I would normally say is such a thing to do to women on here, but there's some exceptions to that rule. Hi, Lynn. Man, the other Nikki's batshit crazy too, so who gives a fuck, man? Like she should feel bad, other Nikki, like as a 50-year-old woman to take like 7 years of this little retard Rev's, like life up. Took the best years of his. Not that he would have done anything with it, let's be honest, but like you never know. Like what? If he's like what my age? I think he's a little older. So if he's like let's say 31, 32. So Nikki literally took the end of like the half of his 20s plus now 30s. Unreal. But yeah. Now I definitely, based on what whoever was, I forget who was reading them, Nikki? Who was reading them? Queenie was reading the messages. Now I do believe that they hooked up. But I just think it's funny because like Jake won't admit to it because apparently he's told Roar and other people that they didn't hook up, which is kind of just like, Nikki, like have some more self-worth. Like at that point you should be denying it too, because if that is really embarrassing. At all, like she always claims like this man liked me, but he won't admit it. This man liked me, but he won't admit. Well, why do you think? Why do you think this man and me eject, but he won't admit it? Why do you think? It's embarrassing. Yeah, he told you he did exactly. Hi, Jasmine. Now I believe he did. Yeah. And like the thing is, now she's like has in her heart like, oh, he's gonna come visit me, and he might. I don't really know. I don't know, but like, imagine someone like Jake being too embarrassed to like no to like admit that. Oh shit. See, the thing about like on the south side, these streets don't all go straight. So now I don't know where the fuck I am. Hi, Courtney. How are you? Hi, Naptos. That is so crazy to me. I mean, like, Nikki had like what 8 hours till her flight? No, not maybe like 12 hours because her flight was like at probably like 8. Because I don't know if there's later flights. I think it was 8. So her next flight could have been earlier than 8. You know, so there's like 12 hours. And she happened to get one client in, except so sometimes Nikki is not the greatest hooker. Sometimes she pays for it, like apparently she paid Jake $20. So she's not the greatest. She's just starting out. She's still giving free samples out, so it's still costing her some money. Hi, Lainey. Well, I don't know where the fuck I am. I think I gotta go to Walgreens, but I have to do my dad's pillboxes this weekend for sure. He's running out. I just wish my dad's doctor's so stupid. I still gotta call her. Man, I swear I called this Pollock like 3 times now, and she still doesn't fucking change it. So I mean, it doesn't really matter that much because it isn't like a big controlled substance type of drug, but like still it's annoying because then I have to pay out of pocket because The insurance doesn't cover it if it's like more than what they prescribe. You know what I mean? Like if he's taking prednisone, he takes prednisone. He's supposed to take one every day, but for some reason, her dumbass, the way she wrote these prescriptions, I swear to God, it must have been her medical assistant or something, you know? Because like the way she wrote, I'm like, how did you get this from their transcript? Like from his transplant doctor? Like this was the prescription, and this is what you turned it into in your mind, like when you were reading it or something. It was like take this pill once a day, and she switched it to take it twice a day, and then like there was like a pill take prednisone 5 milligrams a day. It was like take half a pill of prednisone. How do you even get that from whatever? So she's a retard, but I've called multiple times and it's annoying me. Oh yeah, this is gonna take forever to get home, babe. For real, we need to step on this. Hold on. Oh, and this light is out. Okay. Yep. Yeah, BTP. Yeah, 40 milligrams, but that's a high dose. But my dad's only on a little bit every day, because he had a transplant, kidney transplant. So it's like so his body doesn't reject it, you know. But the long-term effects of being on steroids, as we've now learned from every fatty on YouTube that says I gained weight because I was on prednisone. Those are like it has pretty it has bad long-term effects. Like my dad is now like he has higher cholesterol now, not like bad high, but still higher. And he like for the first time ever he's became pre-diabetic now. No, I mean listen from where I mean the thing is like I may have been born, raised, and loved Chicago. Shut up. See, they wouldn't do that. No, I'm kidding. But I don't think I've been on every side of Chicago. Most sides probably. I would say there are some probably really bad sides. This is supposed to be a bad side. It's not too bad though. As you can hear from the bass in the background, but this light is out. So let's see. Hold on. I gotta pay attention. I think I don't think I think probably prednisone could affect everything. As far as liver specifically goes, the only thing I can think of is because it can make you like with my dad, like with like higher cholesterol, obviously like more chance of fatty liver maybe. Let's see. How do steroids affect liver? Oh yeah, that makes sense. So it well, no, those are steroids like prednisone. Yep, fatty liver number one. Damn, I'm smart. Tell me I'm not smart. Tell me I'm not smart. Number one thing, they're prescribed medications like prednisone and treat inflammation. Number one, fatty liver. Long-term use, high doses can increase the risk of metabolic dysfunction-associated liver disease, aka fatty livers. Fatty liver disease. You know, Nikki said that she has that genetically. I'm not saying anything because I feel like no offense to the natives and to the Mexicans, but like, I mean this in a nice way. I mean this in a nice way. I feel like I can have the same exact diet as you guys, and you guys would still be like more likely to have diabetes and high cholesterol. And so I do agree that it probably is partly genetic. But I mean, she eats 10 meals a day. So, in rare, unpredictable cases, high dose can cause temporary liver injury that resolves. God, I hate that I'm so smart. It really is. And you know what? And then the fucking myth said I was in top 5% of smarts. Albuterol. Yep. What can albuterol affect? I mean, that is a beta agonist, so kind of does the opposite of a beta blocker. Probably makes your heart rate increase, anxiety increase. Oh yeah, the West Side. Remember when my friend took me to the West Side? She was a recovering drug addict. I think she just wanted to go there for memories, and she showed me. And then the crackhead ended up in my car, and I was pissed. But he was a nice crackhead. He was a nice crackhead, but it was her friend when she did crack. I literally drove him like a block, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm just such an angel, you know? He said he had an upper respiratory infection. I've gotten albuterol prescribed to me before. I feel like it didn't do anything though. I don't think I actually. Well, I actually wasn't really. I think it was probably just allergy. I don't think I needed it. I was more curious, if anything. I feel like my dad, who's on carvedilol, they're like, well, beta blocker can affect it because they kind of counteract each other. That's why like medications like carvedilol and beta blockers can have like the opposite effect. It can make your asthma feel worse and your breathing feel worse. All right, back to Nikki. Nikki and infections go hand in hand. I'm so tired of this BB talk. Like, goddamn. Like, BB is not the worst case scenario, and it's not like you can give it to a man. A man can like kind of carry it on him for it to give to you. Sometimes they're treated, but like, geez, they're treated. I've only heard of men being treated for BB so that they stop giving it to their girlfriends. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like something that you have to worry about. As you know, men are the root of all evil. They're also probably, when you get HPV. Oh yeah, propranolol. Yeah, that's like really good for like performance anxiety. Like I used to have really bad performance anxiety. It was so weird because I went from being like a class clown, like I am on here, like a jokester completely, and then like anxiety really took over in college because I just felt I probably it's because I like felt so inadequate with all these like literally like the top of the top, going to this top school where everyone's rich as hell, and really smart as hell. I was like, well, I'm an idiot. I don't want to like say anything in front of this group of people. I'm still kind of like that. Like if my boss watches me work, like then I'm like I freeze up. But only with bosses, like not with anyone else really. I know. I know. Jesus. My dad's on carvedilol, which is more like for people who have like heart things, which I don't know why they gave it to my dad. I mean, a little bit of high blood pressure, but well, because he can't take other drugs, I guess, other blood pressure drugs like ones that affect your kidneys, because he had a kidney transplant. Hi, Andy. Yeah, Metropolo too. Succinate or tartrate? Uh, Hi, Andy. Yeah, Courtney, I don't know if you watched anything or heard anything today, but she sent them. I know what like Spooky's proof that she got was. It was probably like messages between them two of them, and it was basically just like them conversing about them hooking up, which I don't think Nikki would ever put the effort into like coming up with this whole conversation between her and someone else. Like obviously could fake text, but I just don't think she put in that effort. And from what I remember, it was like a pretty decently long text chain that Queenie was reading. So yeah. I think it's so weird. It's like, damn, she was in there for 12 hours and 12 hours and already like I don't know. Same thing when like when that other Molly like was in Florida for barely any time. He's like, well, who do I know here who I can hook up with? Oh, Roar's here. It's just weird. Very like they said, very dog like animalistic behavior. Yeah, it was basically them talking about them hooking up. I guess there's some plans to meet because he wants to go to Colorado. I don't remember if this is in the messages though, but she just started like feeling really upset when they're like they're not gonna meet you. I know, right, Courtney? Well, I mean, I know Jake kept talking about it, but like I thought it was just to make Resi Mac jealous. I didn't think he'd actually go through with it to make her jealous, because obviously that's probably what his intentions were. I don't know. Then again, it could just be because he's an idiot. Like I don't know. I almost feel retarded for believing that he was better than that. No, they're not always honking at me. They're not always honking at me. They could be honking at someone else. I know too. And I look, like when I'm at a fucking red light and then someone honks behind me, I automatically think it's about me too. And then I realize, oh hey, the left turning lane is next to me, and they're not turning left even though the arrow is green. The arrow, not the light. Okay, that doesn't mean it's always on me. That he's not right. Exactly, Courtney. But he is telling people in private that he's denying it. From what I know, Clippen said he denied it, and then I saw Roar deny it. Um, which Roar is not the issue, okay? Because listen, from what I heard, like, she was a virgin before him, so obviously, whatever. If we're talking about retarded like ideas of being like sloppy seconds, okay? So Red Mac obviously had nothing to worry about, even though I'm sure Jake has been with grosser since, you know what I mean? But like she was clean, she doesn't whatever. And then it was Red Mac, so obviously Nikki didn't have to worry about anything after Red Mac. Now whoever comes after him is who I'm judging. If we go based on this stupid thing. I don't think so, because I think Nikki, like, I think that she can't get pregnant anymore. Because have you remember when Trisha Paytas was told that she couldn't have babies because like she had I think it was either chlamydia or gonorrhea that fucked up her inside. She had like pelvic inflammatory disease. So I don't know. Nikki does get tested a lot though, so who knows? Who knows? Yeah, me too. Like I said, whoever comes after him, I'm worried about. I mean, after her, I'm worried about. Um, Yeah, I mean, sharing dirty needles, was more safe for him and just gave him Hep C and he did treat it. So, well, Andy, why are you talking shit about Nikki? Unbelievable. Not riding the fence for once. Unbelievable. And then he's going to deny it later, right? I dare you to call Nikki a slob on panel. I dare you, Andy. My phone's definitely gonna burn up by the time I get home. So let's see. Well, okay, Andy, what do you think about Barbie and Jakey jacking? Yep. You learned the other day. What do you mean the other day? We learned that like 5 years ago. What are you talking about the other day? Wasn't hold on, not 5 years ago. Must be going on like 3 now, at least 4, 3, 4. Let me think about this. It was 2020. Yeah, probably like 3, 4 years now. 3 years, 3 and something years now. Because I feel like it would have been like 2023 if I'm doing the timeline right in my head of when I stopped talking to Pagel and then when so they were broken up and then probably around that time, yeah. You are not newish here. What do you mean? You're more there than I. I'm sure John Camillo, who you're the number one fan of, like has mentioned that at least a billion times. But I'm just glad that Jake and Barbie formed an alliance because everyone hates Barbie now because apparently when you're nasty, mean, and drunk, taking away the alcohol doesn't always solve the nasty, mean, and evil part of you. You know, sometimes it just brings it out. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that alcohol was their solution to being a mean, nasty person and not the reason they're a mean, nasty person? Anyways, so they found that out. So now Barbie has no one, and then she's still trying to fight Jake, but it's weird because I feel like she should be teaming up with him. Yeah, but I've heard Camilla mention many of times of Barbie jacking with Isaac because Camilla's like jealous of people like that do that. Like any women with any men on here, like the way he acts with me into Mist, for example. But the one thing I do find funny is that they're all mad at Barbie for creating a Discord server, and like that's the weird part to me. It's like, are you like, yes, she might be a fucking little child for making her own Discord server, but at the same time, it's like she didn't want to be around someone, so she made her own server, and you're bitching about it. It's like weird. Like you can't go live. I go live. You said I'd eat it in noodles. I told him I would eat him if he retracted the fact that I talked to that kid, and he retracted it. So if you consider that dating, even though I never talked to him, sure. Like I said, me and you have dated longer. We got two Jakes in the title today, Andy. You know both of them, okay? One is Jake. Jake and Barbie are you jacking? They're still not friends, but they are going to be friends soon because everyone hates Barbie now because, like I said, they're realizing she's not a nice person, even sober. Um, so just give it a day or two. She's going live about him. She has like this clickbaity title. She's never actually gonna go live, and yeah. But that Barbie, I could not think of a better couple than the actual Boston Jake and the Chicago, well, Wisconsin Barbie. That would be a great couple. Huh? What do you mean Barbie cure? You think that Barbie will cure him? She's a little too young for. He's a little too young for her. I think they're about. I think he's a little. I think either their same age or what. She's like 40. He's what, 36 or something. She likes him a little older and married. So. Hi, Sunny. Barbie's another. I mean, listen. Barbie and Nikki are very similar in that they were both hookers. So I mean, they're both hookers. One of them's a hooker still. So as long as she could still have kids, she has said that she can in the past. I feel like that's just because no one wanted to, but because then it was like, well, what's your reasoning? She can't have kids. Oh, she had HPV. Okay, that doesn't mean she can't have kids. So I didn't really get that part, but I don't know. You're gonna have to figure that out, BTP. She might have just been trolling because people made fun of her for it. But Jake is about the age that she typically likes from what we see, right? Like Larry, Stitches Malone age. I think they're a little older though, but Jake's a little younger than them, I think. But I think it'll work out. And I mean New Zealand Jake, because Boston Jake might be her soulmate, but he's too young for her. The Nikki? I don't know. I feel like she looks like the white Nikki. She is shorter though, but they weigh about the same, I think, probably. No, Barbie might weigh a little bit more though, actually. If Nikki's telling the truth when she says she's 195. And I like that Barbie called being a hooker an escort. Like that's way more it's way more what do you call it? Classy, you know? Dude, can you so fucking retarded? I swear to God, she goes on panel today. She's like I like a half hour before that or after, I forgot. She's like, and people make fun of me because I raised my kid to be, love everyone, including trannies. And then like literally a half hour before or later, she's like, yeah, I got my tubes tied because I realized my parents were taking care of my kids for me. It's like, well, what did you raise them to do exactly? I swear, they're so funny because they'll like admit to everything and then like cry when you bring it up. Like literally shit out of like nowhere. Like that wasn't even the topic. Like barely the topic, and you're like telling on yourself all this crazy shit. Okay, I know how to get home now, luckily, but it's still gonna take me half an hour. So Nikki's just trash, but like think about it, they're kind of similar. I mean, I'm not trying to like. I mean, Barbie and Nikki. What do they have in common with when it comes to men on here? They try to hook up with everyone or try to like, right, talk to them that way. Barbie has done that with every fucking man I can think of. And some people like Pickle, they just got kicked out of Lisa Lindland's house or whatever, down on their luck. Some men, are in the rough spot and they fell for it. Jake tried to make Rosie Mac jealous, so he fell for it. And now they have regrets. In trouble peeing. Is it the butthole spreading? Luckily, honestly, I swear, when it comes to like people showing their junk on here, I swear I'm so lucky because I barely ever see it. Nikki, I've seen a few times. Not do anything weird like spread something like that. That's weird. But I've seen her like with the lingerie and like where she's like drunk and like she's showering for some reason on panel. Yeah, tail two Jakes now. We should get both Jakes. This is what they should do. They need to go on a double date. But the double date is they don't know which one they're dating, right? They don't know which Jake it is. I mean, not which Jake it is, but like they get to choose during the date which Jake it is. Honestly, like I barely ever. I mean, like yes, I've seen it. I've seen Legends, but probably like a 1.01% of the amount of times that you probably have, and like by accident. I swear, it's like God is watching over my angel eyes and doesn't want me to see it or something. Yes, when Pug photoshopped his penis on my face or whatever the hell. Yeah, I saw it. But the first like 20 times he whipped it out like that, like no, I never saw it. Legend. Misk is the best. BTP, there's only 2 men on here that have known my private information, and I'm pretty sure I could assume Misk is one of them. And those are the people that I will consider that I've ever dated on here. And the other one stopped going online. Who's talking about Rev? You know who's confusing me? Why is Beck going live like 30 times a day? I'm so confused by everything she's talking about. Because she likes to talk in riddles, and I think she thinks she's a lot more. She's reminds me of the late Poon, like where they think they're a lot smarter than they are, and they like talk in these ways that like in riddles, or you're just trying like shut the fuck up, just say what you want to say. Like okay, so you're mad that Mood is with this guy Nocto. Is that what the live streams are about? I'm confused. I got ADHD. And like Mood, who has no offense, but like this history of self harm, like she talks about it openly all the time. And you're getting with this guy who like got off to Lonnie slicing her wrist. That's weird. That sounds like a dangerous coupling right there. Harvey does not have my personal information. He might think in his dreams he has my personal information. How can I e-date someone without ever messaging people? BTP, can you explain that to me? Because I do everything publicly. No, there's a few people that talk in riddles. There's that one person, and I can't think of it right now. Oh, never mind. That's someone you wouldn't know. Beck definitely doesn't talk in riddles, but she talks to like as if the only person that would know is the person she's talking to, but even they might not really know for sure. So it's even dumber. Harvey just pisses the fuck out of me because I don't give a shit that he lies all the time and he doesn't. I don't give a shit that he's a weirdo that sends his like fucking nudes to people or whatever and calls them art. But the weird thing is like I was just like commenting jokingly on YouTube about golden showers. And he messaged me, and again, this is not a conversation because I didn't reply, but he then messaged me these weird pictures and like these weird comments, and I was like, what the fuck? And then he denied that they were like, oh, I was just showing her my art. Like, no, you know what you're replying to. You know what the comments said. There was something artistic about that, you weirdo. And then he denies it. It pisses me off that he denies it. Like he denies wanting to give Barbie $20,000 or pretending to want to give her because he doesn't have money to like marry her and get a green card. Like he denies all this stuff ever happening. It's weird. Oh yeah, he did. Must have been. Yep, definitely my name. Even Queenie has faxed out my name. If we're going with that. And he probably got that name because Bergs doxed out my PayPal name. The PayPal I sent him a quarter or a penny with. And therefore, he's a creeper that's always watching 24/7. And he probably got my name that way. Well, I think it was on Mark's that he did it. So, and Harvey definitely has a thing for Mark. Yeah, Harvey likes trannies though. Like he has pictures of Rosie's nude saved. So, what does she go by now? What is even her name? I know it's Rosie. Rosie O'Kelly. Rosie O'Kelly. What does he go by now? Because I know he went back to being a man. So is it like Rob O'Kelly? Robert O'Kelly? Yeah. Elvis Travels is definitely into them trannies, huh? Or just men in general, really. I was just thinking about how mad he would get because I used to pretend like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the Walmart on what street is that? On Chewy Avenue, and I'm gonna because like there's that's where he used to park. I do know it all, Red Bull, right? Like for real. Like I know you mean that sarcastically, but like I mean it unsarcastically. I really do. But speaking of which, I was about to say something shit. Oh, Andy Scafidi, Anthony Scafidi. He ran into Elvis Travels like twice in those areas. He told me one time he was shopping with his sister, um, at Shop and Save, which is a good store if you want some soups. You know how I like my soups? I need to get some soups today too, or tomorrow. Soups from Shop and Save, and he ran into her there, and then or him and her, and then also at the he showed a picture one time of his van parked at the Walmart in Niles. Yeah, I think that after listening to the text messages, I don't think that those were faked, and I have to agree that yes, they did have sex. But now that and the weird part is like now I'm like gaslighting myself. Were the messages about them just hanging out or doing more? But I think they were from doing more. Someone needs to remind us about what they were exactly about. That's your favorite Eskimo, bro? Nice, Red Pill. Save or dollars? Yeah, but it's weird because save. What was it called? What was that? Shop and save? Is that the Polish store though? I don't even know. But it's weird because it's like it has a really American cheap like sounding like American name, but it's really just like basically a Polish store, like a basic store, or like a combination. They probably have a lot of Mexican items too. They have like a hot bar for Polish food. It really isn't like that. It really isn't. You don't save that much money there. It's kind of wild though, huh? But like the embarrassing, yeah, the Polish one is shop and save. And I like it because it's not the usual Polish store I go to that for soups and stuff. So they have it's nice to expand my taste buds a little bit. But yeah, and it's wild though because like he's denying it as if he's embarrassed of it. So why do you keep talking about how you're gonna meet up and this and that? And it's like he's denying it, Nikki. Like that is not a good sign. Like you should be mad at him. You know, like how she gets mad at Moon for denying that they did whatever. She gets mad at LL for denying that he hit on her, or every other man, because every other man has hit on her, right? Mets, Smokey. Why isn't she getting mad at this guy who actually had a thing with her, like a real life physical thing? I know, right, Mojo? It's pretty good today. Anthony's a fucking creep though. Like, I hope he's sober. I think he is sober now that he's like fucking drink himself into diabetes and everything. But he's so insistent on things. It's kind of annoying. Like, I'm like, Jesus. And I posted those videos in Indianapolis. He's like, I'm in Indianapolis right now. Meet with me right now, right now, right now. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, exactly, Sunny. Like, she got really upset when like someone was telling her, or Queenie was telling her, you're not gonna meet with him again. He's not gonna meet up with you again. Like, he's not. He's not gonna go to Colorado. And she felt like she was heartbroken, and she was like, no, but like, but he has friends out here. He knows people out here. He's always wanted to come to Colorado. Yeah, of course, Senegal. Of course it is, because I mean, like, yeah. Oh, he's working. Sure, he's busy. Sure, but he's never been that busy. He's always, if it came to Red Z Mech, he would pop up pretty quickly. We fished him out a few times, haven't we? Hi, Queen Mother. Yep, Mojo. Barbie has ejected Jake. Unfortunately, all her married men have abandoned her. Stitches Malone said bye, bye, bye. And, unlike similar to Nikki, she just can't help herself. When is Puerto Rico Day? There's a bunch of cars with the Puerto Rican flag on there. Is there a Puerto Rican? I know there must be a. What are they called? Parade. Puerto Rican Parade, Chicago. Humboldt Park, June 11th to the 14th. Hey, DFW. Whenever, because DFW or his wife has a video posted up. Like the Humboldt Park, there's this big Puerto Rican flag looking thing. It's not really a flag. It's like a statue. It's like a sculpture of a flag. I don't know how to describe it. It's stupid. Tomorrow. Okay. So Puerto Rican Day is probably tomorrow, but the actual parade. I mean, apparently it's been going. Hold on, let me look it up again. Saturday, June 14th, 2 p.m. Division Street, corner of Campbell Avenue. When is Puerto Rican Day? Oh, whatever. Hi, Red Sea Mac. Red Sea Mac, how do you feel about your ex-boyfriend being embarrassed to admit that he hooked up with Nikki? Aw, Queen Mother and Mojo know each other? That's adorable. I believe it. Where's my hair tie? Oh my god. I made the most delicious chicken and rice yesterday, and he's totally gonna eat it for the next 5 days, right? I don't even know if I'll be home by 5:30, but probably a little after that, and then we'll be able to be. I think we'll be there on time, barely, barely. Aw. Is Red Pill still here? I have a question to ask him. But yeah, I just think it's kind of retarded that Barbie took her ball and went to play in her own yard, and then like because people went to her yard to play with her, people are mad. Oh, now the Discord is dead because Barbie left. Wah wah wah. Wah wah wah. Cry me a river. I guess it's dead in there when Barbie's not there to attack people's recently deceased husbands. Yeah, Rosie Mac. I feel bad for her because you know how she's always getting upset because men deny ever having a thing for her because it's very, what do you call it? You know, like she could get the vibes that someone has a thing for her, and she usually does, right? Any man that talks to her, she has the vibes that someone talks to her. But this is like a black or white thing, you know, he did or he didn't. And he's denying it, and she's not upset. She's like making, well, he's working. He's working a lot. No one's working that much. No one's working that much. Listen, I don't give a shit about in the middle of work. If I found out that someone was saying that about me, that I might have like there was like even question about that, especially with someone like Nikki, I would definitely correct it. Yeah, right, Queen Mother. I think he is embarrassed. I think he is embarrassed. Well, apparently he's denied it to many of people privately, who have then like came on YouTube and said he denied it to me privately. So why can't he just do it? Because like I don't get it. Because maybe if Nikki sees, oh look, Roar denied it, you know, she's like, oh well, she's lying, she's lying. But if maybe she sees Jake denying it, she'll like get really upset and like release more proof or something. I don't know. But like he wasn't drunk, right? Like what did Red Z Mac, was she pillow talking it with someone that evening? Like what would have made him so angry and filled with the need to make Red Z Mac jealous that he went and did that? Was he drunk driving? Was he drunk drive? Yeah, I saw Roar denying it, and I do believe that. Listen, Roar is a good person. Okay, she doesn't speak English. That's okay, but she's a good person. But she wouldn't lie about that. It's stupid to lie about it either way. Yeah, and he got $20 from it. He asked her for $2 of gas or something. He's like, "Can I have a couple bucks for gas?" And then he got $20 from it. So I hope he's washed his sheets though. Oh, you were Redzima? Oh, okay. But I remember that night that he was talking like shit about her in the chat. He was literally like, "I'll go pick her up for $500." Oh, I remember him saying like, "I can smell her from here" or something like that. Like, or maybe someone else said that. Like, just follow the scent. I don't remember. But I do remember that. Like, he was literally trashing her that day. Like, I would never, never do that. I'm never gonna meet up with her. He's denying it to his family. Oh, like his brother. Well, listen, they're not very honest about anything they do, right? Including hooking up with their exes. So yeah, she did pay him. I mean, I'm telling you, she's not the greatest of hookers. I know she's already like had 700 clients, but I understand she's just trying to like, how like when bakeries they give out samples, like yeah, they're spending some money to give out samples, but they're hoping that they'll have like customers and like they'll come back and spend money. But really, Nikki's like after 700 customers and like 20 years of doing this, Nikki, you should be or 15 years of doing this, you should be better at being a hooker. I mean, you're still paying for it. You're still paying to spread your samples. Yes, Mojo, they are back. He has a new channel every other week. Oh, listen, but think about it. The hate and desire that Nikki has, I don't want to say hate, I'm sorry. The jealousy that Nikki has in her heart. I mean, she paid $200 for some ugly ass nails, when she has no job and is broke and like whatever. But you don't think she'd pay $20 to have her man too? Her previous man? It's actually, if you think about it, it's actually pretty a good deal for considering what she spent to be Red Z Max so far. Wow, Jake, you were worth 1/10 of a manicure to make Red Z Mac jealous. Unbelievable. But I guess it's better. I mean, it would be better than getting a hotel. I mean, I would have just slept in the airport. I've slept in the airport. I mean, not slept even because I wouldn't be able to sleep. But I've stayed overnight at the airport at JFK, and they have pigeons inside there, so it's even weirder. And they had these tablets where you can play for free. I don't know if it was like gambling, but all I know is like somehow it did give me like free things. Like I think you added up all the money and then you would be able to like get a drink at the bar or something. It wasn't an alcohol, like a soda or something. It was I don't really remember anything. Well, I was with my dad going to New York. So it's like last minute I was graduating college and I was like, oh, I want to go somewhere. Oh, look, cheap tickets to New York. And then I was like, hey, Dad, you want to come with me? So me and my dad went to New York. My God, my brain is ADHD, huh? How did I get there? Oh, Red Z Mac. Well, Red Z Mac, listen. He might not have let you pay for anything, but he sure did let your mom pay for for things. But like, I'm surprised Nikki didn't take a picture with him or something. Like, not even a sexual one, just like a normal one. I am excited. Me and Demisk are going. Because in the Chicagoland area, there's a lot of them now, but the Chicagoland area is a very vague thing. In the very greater Chicagoland area, not the Chicagoland area, there are now Jack in the Boxes, and I haven't had that forever. So we're going to Jack in the Box for sure. It was weird because like ever since I haven't lived in Chicago so long, now there's like literally 20 of them here, like 30. I was like, when did that happen? There used to be none in Illinois. Well, I'd hope so, but I'm just saying, you still shouldn't have gone to your mom for like money for staying something like what, like a hotel or whatever the hell it was on the way back. No, no, uh, no. Sorry. I think Redzi Mac means his mom. I mean, her mom sent him $100. Apparently, Nikki only sent 20, so I have no idea. You have Wendy's now? Nice, Mojo. I would say, I don't know how the UK is with their Wendy's, but stay away from the breakfast because maybe because I'm just a cheapskate. So one time they had these like dollar biscuits or something, they were gross. Oh, their chili is amazing. I love their chili. I feel like my chili always tastes similar to them. What do you think, the mist? Does my chili taste less similar to Wendy's chili? Or I think theirs is probably a little sweeter though, somehow. And I think it's weird when people are like, well, they use old burgers and they put in the chili. It's like, what do you think chili's supposed to be? It's like supposed to be like, it's supposed to be chili simmering all day, stewing all day. Is today Friday? Jeez, it does not feel like Friday. You know why it doesn't feel like Friday? Should I tell them to miss? Fine, I'll tell you why it doesn't feel like Friday. It's not even that big of a deal because I called off sick yesterday. But I do work tomorrow, so it'll even out. No, today's particularly not Friday because I do work tomorrow, unfortunately. And this weekend's pretty busy, unfortunately. Not only do I work one day, I also have some stupid shit I need to do. Not that it's stupid. I love my family. So. Gotta do my dad's pillboxes. I have some family things to do. Yep, my fake job. I drive an hour in circles every day just to pretend I'm going home. You know, JCV, at least at least Yumi believes in me enough to know that I at least flip burgers every day and work for my auntie cleaning houses. And you don't even believe in me enough to do that. Yep, basically it's strange. We still don't have 100% proof, but it's leaning towards that way. That guy was. I hate when like there's homeless people that are probably not even homeless begging for money, and I don't have cash anymore. The mist. I'm probably 10 minutes away if I'd have to assume where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? I mean, if there was no traffic, it would probably be like a 7-minute drive. So Red Sea Mac, and I like forgot. Can someone retell us? Not retell us. Sorry. Can someone tell us again what the messages were very proof of? I do believe there are messages between her and Jake. I don't think Nikki would fake those text messages. It was way too long, you know? Like, she's lazy. Think of like what Cousin would do. He would take someone's message that already exists and change the name or something retarded like that and then blame like Disco Mom on it. That was something retarded Cousin would do. So that's something Nikki would do maybe to fake a text message, but those text messages were real in my opinion. Now, what did they say again that was like kind of proof? I think she was asking him to come out to see her, right? Or I could be wrong. I mean, honestly, like I know that Rosie Mac thinks this is hilarious, and they're like, "Wow, I can't believe Jake stooped to that level." Well, like how they stooped to this level, but it's concerning. It really is. What is that single? I never watched that movie, but what is that single white female movie about? Is it not about a woman who like tries to be a woman to the point that like she like takes the man and then kill? I don't really know. I don't know what it's about. And she like kills him, right? I don't really know. Like she's literally trying now. Like she's now literally fucking your ex boyfriend to like be you and wants him to visit her like he did you. Like that is creepy. Yeah, Moj, I'm trying to tie the communities together. I think Barbie, Nikki, Jake, and Jake needs to go on a double date. And I think that honestly, Barbie is kind of like the white Nikki, but somewhat less gross. So I just don't want her to get hooked on heroin or anything like that because I feel like that is like her type of drug. Yeah, I only reference it a lot, Mojo. Like I'm like, oh, single white female, or like even that other movie. I'll call people bunny boilers or Kathy Bates, but I haven't actually watched any of them. Is Obsession, isn't that movie similar to like that kind of idea? Like some woman that's obsessed with someone? Queen Mother Barbie will lose weight? I know, right? Well, no, I don't know. No, not necessarily. I don't know. Yeah, I guess any drug can really do that, huh? I'm just thinking like downers. Yeah, Barbie needs to get back on the heroin. Barbie needs to get on heroin, maybe. I know she gained weight since quitting alcohol. Don't mind me, I'm just thinking out loud. Barbie has a Jake Malia. Exactly. They could look into each other's eyes if it's in the right if it's the right eye. Like I don't mean the right eye. If it's the right left or right eye, they can look into each other's eyes. But it also has to be pointing the right way. So if Molly's eye points out, does her lazy eye point in? If not, then she could maybe try to think. If she was upside down, would they be I don't know. It's too much thinking. I know, right? Red thing like it is creepy. And then the nails. The nails are so weird too. Because like why? She's never gotten those shaped nails before. You spent $300. Listen, and you know, like it's not even because she likes them. That would be one thing. $200, whatever. But like she just wants to be you. That's another thing I want to do. This basic instinct. I think I've heard of that too. That's another thing I want to do this weekend is get my nails done. You know what? I get my nails done. I'm gonna copy Nikki. No, I'm not. I can't. I just get gel nails. Like that's all I do. The miss probably thought I was a weird. He thought I was a retard for getting those nails at the salon. But I suck at painting, and like I get really OCD, and if I mess up any little thing, I like just I'm like fuck it, and I take a bunch of acetone and like say fuck it. So I let them do it. Watched videos of you, like oh shit, like those kind of videos. Oh my God, Rosie, do you think that she reenacted them? I am probably 3 minutes away. Maybe 4. Demisk, if there is a hair tie anywhere in the living room, but you don't have to look like extensively for it. Can you grab it? I'm sure it's somewhere here anyways. I might need to end it just because I think I'm gonna need to get on the highway for where we're going next. I don't know how she thinks you're jealous. Like, I don't understand when people say that. Jealous of what? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too hard on myself, but I don't even understand what someone would ever be jealous of when it comes to anything. I don't know. It might be my zodiac sign too. It's a very not jealous type. You know, Senegal, the zodiac sign. Why is my zodiac sign the least of the jealous ones? Because it's real. I'm telling you, buddy, it's real. You should be, JCB. I agree. Listen, I might be pretty not now I'm not the greatest, but I do know that I'm pretty great of a girlfriend. And that he's lucky to have. I know that for a fact. One woman works all day, you know, obviously pretend job, JCB, but it's, no matter what, I still bring home the bacon, even if it's from my fake job, my daddy, or whatever, you know? And then I make sure he eats, which I should stop doing too. And then also cleans sometimes when I have the time. Hi, DFW. No, cynical. I don't think you realize, like, even ChatGPT didn't know anything about me. Well, I guess it probably does know something about me if they look at my phone, huh? Can't they look at my phone? Is my birthday even in my phone? I don't know. Anyways, I was like, hey, what zodiac sign do you think I am? And they're like, based on the questions you ask about this and this and this, I would say you're, and they guessed it. They guessed it. Oh, let's try. Yeah, let's try. Hold on. I don't know if the Misk knows I'm here. So we gotta go. Hold on. What is that other one called? Gemini YouTube? Gemini Google? Hold on. Let's try Gemini because Gemini I use for work. So Gemini wouldn't really. Hey, turn that off. Let's see if Gemini knows what I am. Okay. Hold on. And then we'll end it. What are you doing?
Seeing if you had a hair tie back here or
something. You can make a hair tie out of that thing for me. Don't say what it is, obviously.
Butthole.
That would be dumb. Oh, I have something for Nikki in my backpack too. Let's see. What zodiac? Okay, this is Gemini. And then we'll end it. What zodiac sign do you think I am? Oh, they probably know though, because it's Google, right? Okay, they didn't guess it right, but they guessed the one that I'm most compatible with. I usually tend to vibe with Gemini energy for people. Oh, never mind. Well, do you remember what we chatted with? Based on I only asked some questions about work though. Like, why is Gemini telling me what they vibe with? Your focus is incredibly disciplined, practical, and grounded in real-world applications. They respect standard guidelines, clear protocols, and building a solid foundation of expertise. See? Okay.
Go.
I'm going. Shut up. Do you have a drink?
Mm. I'm good. I'm good.
I have my drink still here. I think Nikki has the butthole herpes.
Butthole herpes?
Mhm.
That you get like skin tags in your butthole?
No, you get herpes, and you can have herpes in your butthole. From what people have described about her butthole.
She said she spread her asshole on MCF's the last night, so you should see.
I can't see because he deletes it. MCF likes it or something. MCF, do you know what MCF does? He tries to get retards to come to his channel so that he gets money to get them kicked off.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he's been going to God Soldier's channel. We're trying to get him to come over there. He's like, I need a new real shit. I can drive for a little bit, but then I gotta go on the highway. Hold on, I know what to do. Wow, gas went up. I don't even want a healthy salad. I just want a salad. I don't care if it's healthy. It's probably not healthy for Jack in the Box. I do have the self-driving feature, a Toyota self-driving feature, but it's not that great. Like I was driving it earlier and like it wasn't stopping, and like to the point that I'm like, okay, I need to stop this car. I think it's only really used for highways. Like you can kind of tell if the cars in front of you are stopping or not, but other than that, quick stops, I guess it doesn't really do well with. I don't know, because sometimes like there'll be a person on the side of the road and it'll just like stop my car all suddenly. See, like this is a smooth stop right now. It's okay. There have been times where it doesn't do that. Yeah, because I have, you know what I have 50 cents off from? Thanks to Red Z Mac. She hooked me up with I was one of the first 500, whatever, thousand people to get 50 cents or 40 cents off of T-Mobile. Not T-Mobile, shit. What is it called? Shell. So plus the original one that I have, it's like 50 cents off a gallon. So it'll bring it down to hopefully like, what was that for? Unless maybe over there they'll be somewhere cheaper too. Because we're driving for quite a while. And I really gotta get a new transponder thing. As long as I remember to log into iPass, it's okay. I just remembered earlier to log in. Because after how much time are they going to send me a ticket? I don't know. Probably a month, huh? We can talk.
What?
I give you
what
from.
you talking about?
Like the tolls.
They give you like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because I just logged into
load money on it.
Whenever we were last on it. it just makes me approve them to make sure that it's like connected to that one. I could just take it from my old car, I think, but I want the new one. I want the sticker that they have now. Oh shit, why did I go here?
Yeah.
Sorry. Medium rare chicken. I did make medium rare chicken yesterday.
When you made medium rare chicken, I'd punch you in the face.
Because then you gotta put the medium. It was rare when I put it. I seared it and then I put it in the oven.
Well, then it's
Then it
not
was
medium.
cooked. I know.
It's not medium
But
rare.
I made a medium rare chicken and then I put it in the rice and it cooked all the way. It was weird. It looked to look inside of it. It was so raw. It really is scary, huh? DFW. Like she has her nails. She tries to have her hair. Give me.
Are we gonna go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
No. No. DFW. You're going to Puerto Rican Day Parade in Chicago.
They're not in Chicago.
Well, you can come to Chicago. A lot of cars have the Puerto Rican flags. Not as many people that had the Polish flags, but actually probably more because it's like everywhere, not just Chicago, not just the Polish area. Queenie, yeah, why does Queenie do that? It's so weird. She talks all that shit, but if like someone DFW, Gina, sometimes Red Z Mac, sometimes she has battled her though, but like she talks all that shit when they come up, she literally just mutes and turns off her camera. Queenie told Nikki earlier, you need to have your tubes tied because when I had 4 kids and I realized that my parents are raising them, I had my tubes tied because I'm not raising them kids.
She got her tubes untied, had one
Oh
more.
yeah, she had her tubes untied and had one. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. Like, did she have 3 or 4 then? So she had 3 and had her tubes tied. And then she's like, well, this Dwayne guy is kind of like a Sam Bell retard. He stays home all day, he can raise it. Not like Sam, not that Sam Bell, not that you're a retard, but he looks a lot like you.
Is the native Sam Bell?
Oh, is he native?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's probably why she had her tubes untied. Oh wow, I have a baby that's actually native. I'm like my 10%. Nah, cousin, it's not gonna be much longer anyways. Like especially if I get on the highway. This time of day, you gotta pay attention to the highway. You know what I mean? Look at that Puerto Rican flag. We need to have Puerto Rican food one day.
Yeah.
Not this weekend though.
No.
Because it's gonna be like Americans going to Mexican places on May 5th. Or May 5th.
Say that again.
It's gonna be like busy, busy this weekend. Maybe like people going to.
They're having a big festival over in Humboldt Park.
Yeah, so. I was reading that earlier. To the peoples. God, Queenie's so gross. What kind of is Dwayne a native name? I've never heard of.
It's not native. They don't have native names now. Like Sitting Bull.
Well, actually, I did have Native American friends back in the South. They did have Native. They did have like interesting names, like
Dog, fucking deer.
Rising Sun. No one's hating. No one's saying, you know, cousin, not life is not about beneath or above us. We're all equals, even if we're gossiping about people, you know. They took that part out of the Constitution, or what was it in the Constitution? I don't know any of that shit. Where it's like three-fifths of a person.
Nobody makes fun of. They make fun of you because you're a retard, though, cousin.
Yeah, no. And why do he's saying that we make fun of him because he's Mexican?
No, yeah, he brings race into it because he's a retard.
Yeah, and like race, okay. And like I said, you're the least Mexican I've ever met.
You have the reading comprehension of a third grader.
Well, about race, why don't we make fun of DFW? I don't understand. How does he even make everything about race? Billy pulls the same card.
I can sound like a retard, but I guarantee I'm a lot smarter than most anybody in this room.
Except for?
Sometimes you.
See, what's up?
Like, you're in special ed classes. Everybody can tell that. When you say you went to college, you went to community college or something. Not even a real college.
Isn't that where he met that really big retard? What's his name? That guy that came on here. Do you know what I mean? Like he said, he met them in special ed class. What's that big retard's name? He doesn't come around much anymore. Do you know what I'm talking about? No, probably not.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. They met in special ed. Like, what does Nikki's race have anything to do with it? If she was white, would we consider her a good mom or a good person or not a whore? Like, if she was white, would we consider her a whore? Do we consider
probably even more?
Yeah, so I was about to say that. No, he talks normal speed. Generally.
No, I talk slow.
You do?
It's a southern thing.
Yeah, Chrissy G. Bully. Yeah. No, I think all people are equal, really. But, like, the way he's like, oh, you're beneath, like, I don't know how to describe it. Nikki makes awful life choices. Why did you have any special ed classes? I'm confused. When I was in kindergarten, they put us in, was it kindergarten or first grade? They put us in English, all the Polacks, anyone who had parents who were immigrants, they put us in English as a second language class. It was like 1 hour that we had to do until we tested out, and we all tested out pretty easily because we were all born here, or like all like raised here. That's all about it. All I remember is them showing us pictures and being like, is the cat behind the couch or is the cat in front of the couch? Yeah, it was stupid. I don't know why that was a requirement. Like, English was probably my first language. I don't know, probably equal. My brother speaks English. My mom speaks Polish. Why were you in
Because your dyslexic does not put you in special ed.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't even think you're dyslexic. I think you're just a little bit illiterate. Like, you're not mixing up letters in your head. You're just not comprehending it. Cousin, are you still joining the military? Because your very smart retard friend Roscoe told you, like, if you're a retard, let me tell you, you shouldn't listen to other retards. Polish. It's not a picture of Polish. That's a picture of Chicago hot dog.
far does it say we are?
Far away? Like
Yeah,
miles or minutes?
minutes.
37 minutes.
Gotta get there right on time.
Yeah. Okay. Tony. I don't think you're dumb. It just kind of blows my mind. Like same thing with
You're the one that brings the topic up.
yeah.
You brought it up, so
You're
don't get bitter when somebody calls you dumb. Like you brought the topic up.
your inadequacy and self. You know, Joe and you have different methods. He likes to pretend like he's the greatest in the world, top 5% of men, in order to make himself feel better. You like to play the victim because you feel that about yourself. But you guys both feel that about yourself. It's an interesting name.
Huh?
Did you see what that place is called? Don't say it, obviously.
No, I didn't say it.
Oh, look at this place name. I love it.
Which one?
Don't say it, Joe. That taco place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Cousin got promoted. Congratulations.
Well, you're a senior shelf stalker now.
Doesn't matter. Any full-time job is a full-time job. Listen, after YouTube, my standards for people are very low. I mean, fuck, Joe wouldn't even, believe that that we're able to even have a job at all. That's because that's what you have to do when the mom is a piece of shit, especially. Gotta be mom and dad. I already done through Jesus. That was another thing. Like when I give people the benefit of the doubt, I thought that when Buns was saying that about his brother, I thought he meant about Fox. Oh, he's some loser. He hasn't worked in 15 years.
No, he was talking about
Yeah,
Joe.
I did not know he was talking about Joe. But that makes sense. I don't think I don't. I never have. When Lexi would tell me about, like he just gets these like shitty jobs. No, I don't. I didn't believe half the time. He said he got a job right away. Like, yeah, you live next to a big city, but like your only good skill in life is that you get a job that quickly. I remember one time he was saying he was doing a 3-hour shift at a bar, but he was driving like 45 minutes to Canada from the car. Or he said an hour and a half, so I'm assuming that it was 45 minutes away. It's like you're driving an hour and a half to work a 3-hour shift, but you can't do that for some other things.
They're just such shitty jobs. I kind of believe it though.
Yeah, I don't believe half the time. Like I don't believe he's had a job really since he's gotten his
I
mom's
know
money.
he did. He worked for a catering company at one point.
Well, yeah, I don't think he's always lying, but I do think he's lying a lot. Like especially in the last year. Even Fox caught him recently. He was supposed to be at work, but he was drunk on YouTube or chatting or something. He made up some dumb lie about how like he couldn't work that day because he got paid too much the day before. I don't know, stupid. Then he admitted to being fired. Ben's told the cops that Joey is a jobless drunk, and they said, "Yeah, we know. We've seen the shed full of empty beer cans." Well, yeah, because he was like too lazy to move those beer cans. But back in the day, me and my dad used to turn in cans for money. It wasn't a lot of money. Why doesn't he do that? I have to go to the aluminum place. They would weigh out the
What all the
cans.
homeless people do in California. They go around dumpsters and get all the cans out of there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's the money's not the same or something anymore, but
No,
people used to.
it's more in California stuff because
Well, I mean in California,
you
yeah.
have to pay for them when you buy the
Yeah,
cans
yeah,
and
the
stuff. You have to
deposit.
pay for them.
Yeah, but what I mean is like I don't see this anymore, but like they used to hang like bags of cans for people like in the alley.
Yeah.
They don't really do that anymore.
No.
But then again, now we have the blue trash cans. Maybe that's why too. But yeah, we used to grab them. Like just I'm thinking that they were leaving that for homeless people or something. But we used to grab those and turn them in.
You're right, Andy. She didn't pull to the side
Why would I pull to the side?
when the sirens came past.
Well, I was already in the left turning lane, so I couldn't really pull to the side. See, some of them in this area, they don't need to speak English. It's kind of like being Polish in our area. It's like you don't need to speak Polish.
Yeah.
You don't need to speak English. Well, cousin, it's good that you learned your lesson and you're no longer gonna go on full day rants and harass any women because they were in the wrong chat. And you know, it's good that now Casey and that Christina chick and Sammy and who else, all of those chicks can come back to YouTube safely, knowing that you won't trigger them by being in chats anymore. I mean, they won't trigger you by being in chats anymore. Earlier, Queenie was when she was on panel, she was saying how Roscoe was messaging her or something. It's like I thought he left. I thought he left YouTube. Cousin, why is Roscoe still? Why do you guys lurk? You guys are such a big tough boys, TTC, trash talking community, but you guys have to lurk and pretend to leave YouTube and then know everything that goes on.
You still got a few more years. You can join. The cutoff age is 42.
Special K can come back too. I forgot about her. Hi, Tony Baloney. Cousin, you doing a temper tantrum is bringing all the views, but it's not really interesting because no one's on panel. What else does Jack in the Box have? Egg rolls, obviously.
Egg rolls.
The best. Their tacos, okay, whatever. What did we get last? Oh, they had like bubble milk tea or something.
Yeah.
I want the salad and then the egg rolls. Actually, the egg rolls I think had a salad, like an Asian salad or something. Or maybe I'm thinking the wrong. I think that's Zaxby's. Never mind, that's Zaxby's.
I don't think they have salads anymore.
Well, then do it, cousin. A good starting place would be to actually live with them again. You know, don't let like a retard like Joe scare you away from living there. I just don't understand Joe's lack of self-awareness. That blows my mind. How could he ever call some? I mean, like I know, cause what? Even if cause is the worst dad in the world who's ignoring his kids for YouTube, huh?
So they do have salad.
They do. Okay, good. Even if Joe was the worst, even if cousin was the worst dad in the world who just ignored his kids, they would still be in his presence all day, like some of the time. He's the most self-unaware person I've ever fucking encountered in my life. It's crazy. I'm top 5% of men. That's why I don't date any YouTube whores. That's why you can't date anyone. You can't. No wonder he freaked out on Cole Slane for wanting to meet halfway. Do you remember that? Hey?
No.
She was gonna meet him or whatever, and then he's like, "Well, why don't we meet sooner? We just meet at like Niagara Falls or something." On the American side, obviously, because he doesn't have a passport. And he started freaking out on her, like, "No, I can't do that. Like, why are you trolling me? Blah blah blah." And like, it was a huge big thing because she wanted to meet halfway,
Yeah.
and it meant that they would be able to meet sooner because it's only 4 hours away.
He has no intention to meet anybody, dude. He's gonna die a lonely loser.
Well, yeah, but it's not just that. It's like he has no ability to. I mean, as we know, I mean,
he has the ability to do it.
What do you mean? He made a big troll about driving 3
vehicle,
hours.
Of course, he has the ability to do it. He has a vehicle.
I mean, like the mental ability to do it.
No, it's not even that. It's just a laziness.
I don't know. Someone who cares about their reputation so much wouldn't pretend to drive 3 hours away. They'd just drive 3 hours away.
That's part of the laziness.
No. He literally says he gets anxiety from leaving his house like too far away.
You believe everything he says, then, huh?
Yes, because he was on medication for anxiety.
That's after his mom died.
No, I think was that before?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I don't mean like the benzos. He obviously for that, but he was also on another medication at one point.
He was only on those.
No, he was on Prozac or something. Made him get not Prozac. It was Zoloft or something. Made him gain weight, so he stopped taking it.
That was after his mom died.
That's nice, Andy. I spend too much feeding you already.
Huh?
I spend too much money feeding you.
Buy my own food.
Yeah, but I'm Polish. I gotta make sure you eat.
They quit saying stupid shit.
Well, tell Andy to stop saying stupid shit. I'm not buying him Uber Eats. He asked for a Crunchyroll the other day. I thought that was a fucking sushi roll or that thing from the Dollar Tree that's like a Rice Krispie treat.
Buy Andy Uber Eats then.
He was on an SSRI, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't think I just think because not only can't he not go that many hours without drinking, he also gets really anxious. That's part of the reason why he drinks so much. Yeah, you know what a Crunchyroll is? They have them at Dollar Tree, but they look like they're rice roll. They look like crispy treats, but they look worse. They look healthier.
So they got it at Dollar Tree.
Crunchyroll. Because it's healthy?
No. Why would it be healthy?
Because it doesn't look like it has as much sugar. Like a Rice Krispie treat.
As much.
Yeah, it's a Rice Krispie treat. It looks like it. Yeah, it was a lot less for sure. I gotta buy it one day. I think I did buy it one day. Yeah, that's why it wasn't as sweet. Yes, we believe so. The consensus is 90% of the time. Yes. Why would who took me to Hollywood? There's a Hollywood in Chicago.
I'm 50-50 on that still.
You are?
Yeah. She would show more proof. She would at this point actually show proof or call him if she had his phone number.
Well, she wanted to send it to Burns to show on panel, but he didn't have like an email. He didn't want to give her it or something.
Yeah, but even just a message, I can make up. You know how to make fucking fake numbers.
Yeah, but a message chain, I don't know. I don't know if she would put in that work.
At this point, she would just.
I don't know. It was a lot of messages. I'm 50-50 on it, yeah, I guess. 50-50 too. More than before. I'll say I believe her more than I did before. You think Spooky just got the mess? But Spooky got the proof right away too.
Yeah, just a message thread.
But why isn't Jake coming on here and denying that? That's something you would want to deny.
He's the one. He called Warren. Told Warren that.
Right, but he's telling people that she doesn't like to spread this message. Of course, Nikki's gonna think in her mind, oh, of course Roar would say that. Of course Roar is lying, you know. So he's like telling.
If she sent him money, then she can show the cash.
Yeah. If you like that, seems like that everything, but she talked shit about it afterwards. But then she got all upset too when people were telling her that Jake wasn't gonna go visit her in Colorado. Well, he's for other reasons too. What can Nikki do next?
She tried to guard it, but they took the faucet out of her, like the part where you turn on the faucet. Where she doesn't have one at her house, so she can't even put a water hose in.
Really? Who took that? Like her landlord?
I guess the landlord took it off there where they couldn't use the water outside.
I was gonna say, like, how ghetto is it that they like steal that?
The window is up.
Yeah, it's just windy. I live in the Windy City, baby. Which is not why it's called the Windy City. It's so funny. Everyone I say this to, whenever I meet a tourist, they're like, I know they don't call it the Windy City because of the wind, but it is always windy when we come here. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's the funny part. Like, they say it's not called the Windy City because of the wind, but it's always like windy. They call it because the politicians are windy. They blow air out their ass. What did it say? How do you say blow hot air? Yeah, they blow hot air.
Blow hot air out their asses.
I do believe Nikki and Joey would be a good couple, but they're both, well, Nikki's like accepting of her grossness, but Joey isn't, so he thinks he's the greatest. Nikki was saying earlier when Queenie was saying how like she needs to get her tubes tied, Nikki was saying like, I don't even like kids. I can't, what did she say? I can't stand being around kids. What the heck? Harry Potter's coming out on TV. I mean, who cares? I hate when they do that. They need to stop doing this remake shit. Like, it's been 20 years. None of the original people are going to be the grandfathers or the father, the parents. Like, nobody cares. Like, every time they do that, it fails. Girl Meets World, Fuller House. It's stupid. What's that one racist name? Fuck. What was that one that got canceled? Roseanne. We were by Roseanne's house in Maui. The one that she got in trouble because she wouldn't let people like pass through when there were fires or something, like through her yard or her property. My brother had a crush on that girl, Boy Meets World chick, I think. Yeah, I think so. Which is weird. Maybe I'm thinking that wrong because I don't think he never liked fat chicks like at all, like in any way. And I know she wasn't fat, but she was bigger. He likes skinny girls. No, actually, I don't think I'm cool because I hooked up with the mist. He's cool because he hooked up with me. Ain't that right, bae?
Yeah, for sure.
I am paying attention, Jake, but it's hard because right now I am driving on the road. But I hope that you and Barbie have a great relationship. I actually have a friend for you to go on a double date with Barbie with. So it's gonna be another Jake, you, and this chick named Nikki. She's basically think of like Barbie but an exotic version. Weighs a little bit less. Is a little bit.
Barbie might leave you for Jake because they both have wonky eyes.
Oh yeah. They, Barbie and yeah. So Barbie might leave you for the other Jake because they both have wonky eyes. But I thought it was funny that people were getting mad at Barbie for making your own Discord. Like that's what you should do if you're not getting along with people and you're, the other one.
I don't think Andy Cruz has ever seen Barbie. He's saying that.
Yeah, I mean she.
Oh, I forgot. Andy Cruz does like fat chicks.
Look at that sticker. Don't say it. Look at that sticker. I used to have that on my old car.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like one Asian weirdo.
Does she look like one?
Like a lesbian one. Like a lesbian Asian one. On the road again. I picked him up. We're going somewhere.
Yeah, I forgot you're into tortas.
No, I thought he wasn't into them.
He's into tortas.
He said that. Well, he said that he one time one time he got harassed in Utah because he wouldn't date some fat chick. But I think that was when he had standards or something. He said. You saw her boob off with Savage. Well, from what I heard, she's like now pushing like 250 since, and she's like 5 foot tall since getting off the alcohol. So she's more of a burrito than a torta these days. Yeah, she had a boob off with a woman that like just had her boobs redone, like Savage Live. Pretty sure she just had them redone. What do you think is gonna win? pushes people. Like, why would she want to? She push it like. Why would she want to fuck with you ever? Knowing, I mean, don't do anything to her anymore, please, jeez. Genos. Well, like I said, Barbie is like Barbie and Nikki are very similar. They're both admitted escorts. But I don't think Barbie's number is quite as high. From what Pagel said, it was like 100 or something. So Nikki has like her beat by at least 700 or 600 if I do math. Which is weird because how do you have a high boyfriend for 15 years? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She didn't know.
I think he just wants it.
Nikki, oh, I believe it. I believe it.
She has 4 baby daddies. She was in Bonk.
I believe it, but I mean, we see her walking home and telling us that it's like, oh, she just met up with someone on this app who, you know, she just needed weed. She had no money for weed. They just smoked in his car. Like, there's an app. I'm sure there is in Colorado.
Do you believe half of what she says?
Yeah, I would believe that.
I believe half of what she says.
I do. I don't think she really has no shame until you're using it against her.
I think she's a lot for shut up.
Well, Jay, come on. Well, I think she sent that. Were you friends with her at that time? I think she sent that to you because she was her nephew. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how she could not think that was a good idea if that's YouTube related. I mean, I don't know.
That's CP.
I have nieces and nephews, and not unless it's innocent.
That's CP.
No, it has to be if it's National Geographic isn't CP just because they have naked kids on their cover.
CP.
No, it depends on how you use it.
She sent it to somebody unsolicited. That's CP.
If it was for that purpose, it would be a crime. If it was for that, but it's not. Now, if there's obviously anything going on in the picture, then yeah, of course. But no, that's literally like the definition says it has to actually be used for that purpose. Like, you know, pictures that my mom took of me as a baby and playing outside in the spring, those are not CP. No, well, the miss isn't anything, man. I'm not even fighting with Billy. Nice try, cousin. You see how cousin is trying to get.
That's mass soliciting of a CP.
Oh, that is weird. Then she did that on purpose, and she was like trolling, but in the weirdest way ever. Why would you troll with your nephew? That's just fucking retarded. Like, Jesus Christ, you have a nephew. I'm sure there was other pictures you could have sent with him having clothes on. Let's be honest, she did that to troll. But it's just weird to use your own nephew to do that. But cousin, I know you're really trying to get me to say something about Billy because you're so hurt that you need to literally tag him in. You need to literally have me. Me and Billy are best friends. I have no problem with him. I had a fun time owning 4 people, including you, on his panel last weekend, and maybe we'll do it again. Hi, Rena. Yeah, see, she's trolling. She sent you 20 pictures. That's weird. That is really weird. I don't know how anyone hasn't called her out for that. Like, they're all like, "Oh, it was innocent. It was innocent." Yeah, it was innocent to send that picture. Sure, you can see that. But if she sent 20 more after that, she's obviously trolling.
Yeah, I never sent any naked pictures of my daughter. That's weird.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, there are family pictures like that. She should have taught better. But now she sent 20 more after you sent out too. She's obviously trolling, and it's weird to troll that way. I know, Jake. That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be seen as innocent for sure, but not the way that you're describing it. I mean, it could have been innocent but stupid, and obviously Barbie isn't isn't the brightest fucking. Yeah, now you're saying that she sent 20 more after that, and she sent it to 20 people. Like, well, it's not public unless you make it public. Well, this is a nice area.
Yeah, but it's all white people.
Well, that's what you think that nice areas and white people don't go together?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What, can you name me a nice area that isn't white?
Not really.
She is gross. Until she let me know she did, I think she had to stick up her ass because of whatever reason, and then she, used that as an excuse, whatever. But she literally cheated on her boyfriend. Oh, that's okay. My mom was there, and then Miss has to do something, and then I'll be in the car. But yeah, but like all that shit she talked about me being friends with Pago or whatever, and then like even people like, and I don't mean to like talk shit, but like even people like Tara would say like, well, I would have a problem with my man being friends with. First of all, you're friends with Stitches, really close friends with Stitches, more closer than me and Pago ever were, and then like and like Barbie was literally cheating on Pago. Like the one time, no offense to Pago, but the one time he actually left the house to go see his kids, like she brought her ex over. Isn't that worse? Isn't that actually cheating? Isn't her being on the fucking Discord all day with Larry, a married man, and Stitch is a married man, more cheating than what me and Pago ever talked about or did? I never voice called Pago.
I agree. Pegel's very weird, but he's an alright guy, but he's very weird.
Maybe I won't tell them if he cheat on me. So, that kind of pissed me off when Tara said that. I was like, really? Really? You DM with Stitches, don't you? The second Pago left the house, like, had the ex-boyfriend that apparently Pago saved her from abuse from. Why does that car have his right signal on if he's turning left? Because it's broken?
He's a retard.
Well, even Stitches said in that stream that that I watched or listened to the other day, he said, "Oh, who stuck by Barbie throughout these 10 years?" I'm like, well, you stuck through her through like some fucked up shit. That's your problem. Sounds like you're reaping the seeds of your labor. Not the seeds. Goddamn, I don't know any of these things. I'm too Polish. It's like I'm Polish people like fuck up sayings. Like I see my friend. No, it was my Russian friend. She would mess up everything. I see the world through red-colored glasses. I'm like, how do you get that wrong? Like she'd almost have them right, but it would make no sense. Like I got two birds in one bush. Well, I think that's right. No. She said she killed one stone with two birds. Yeah, she does get away with a lot. It's weird. Because it's all like excuse the way that she used to be an alcoholic, but now she does things more privately and hidden. So she's not as sloppy about the fucked up shit she does, like with Rachel and did with all those people recently, because she's sober and she, is better about hiding it. I even asked Diego recently, I'm like, so do you think Barbie's a good person now that she doesn't drink? He's like, no. Well, I'm sure they'll get her back because now they're crying about how like it's quiet in there because Barbie's not there. So she's not allowed to make her own Discord. Like literally, Bridget getting mad that this person she doesn't like is in her own Discord. Like what the fuck? Like you're jealous that and she won't let us in. Well, no shit, you're not her friend. Why would she let you in? I need to go up here. Front, what do you call it? Valet service, my precious day. All right, let me know. Sorry, I left you in. Oh, then I'm here. I'm back. Now I actually have to chat. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I understand. Well, you know who else gets the big pass all the time? And it's because they all like smooth things out in private, which is why I like that I don't do anything in private. Because I don't have any chances to smooth things out in private with people. But like Rachel would do the same thing. She would fuck over Julia over and over and over again. And it's literally, Julia kept getting upset about being fucked over by the same thing we all knew was a lie. It's like, how much does this person lie to you in private and twist and manipulate for you to believe this wasn't anything but malicious? And it's like finally the last time somehow she finally understood that no, it was she's lying, even though I'm sure she can easily get her to forgive her again. So let's look up Jack in the Box. What did Barbie do to her? I don't know. You are right. But Tara did mention they had a fight recently. Tara mentioned a while back, or like a few weeks ago, they had a fight. I think months ago, maybe. I don't believe that. Listen, I'm telling you, they're gonna be friends again. I don't know how they're crying about how like Barbie's in her own Discord. Like that's why you want Barbie in there, so it's popping drama when Barbie attacks Cutie Pie for her husband dying recently. That's why you want her in there. Oh, Jack in the Box has hot ones. Okay, what salad do I want? None of these salads are healthy. That is not why I want a salad. Okay, I want a salad because I just want a salad. What about the Southwest salad with grilled chicken? Oh yeah, yeah, and then you can see the other way. Where Tara was asking something about Larry's friendship with Starshine, because apparently Starshine's in this. I don't really understand any of this shit. Fucking Larry and his woman drama. Jesus Christ. Has he, Larry, you should get your testosterone levels checked, because, like, yeah, as men get older, you lose testosterone, but I feel like you are at that, like, rapid decline, like, so much a rapid decline that maybe you could benefit from some, But anyways, Tara was like, oh, I won't talk about it unless you, like, want to, or, like, something, because it's private. It's like, well, you talk about everything else that happens privately, so why the fuck can't you talk about that? Oh. Well, the funniest part of that stream, I still think it's funny that Bridget getting mad that Barbie has her own Discord that she's not invited to. Like, why would you invite someone you don't like into your Discord? That makes no sense. It's kind of like do they know it's kind of like your own social media page, you know, like in a way. Like, why would they have you in there just because you want to be like what upset at that? It's kind of weird. And then the funniest thing is ever on that panel, she was crying about how you said that she went to New Zealand to like poop on her lawn. I kept misspelling poop because I was honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was taking a bath when I was in that stream because I started late today, and so I was like taking a bath before work, and I kept writing popped instead of pooped. But like, yeah, she's literally on that stream crying about how you like said that she came to New Zealand to poop on your lawn. Like, you made up such a ridiculous lie, and she's like such a ridiculous troll, and she still cried about it. I'm like, oh my god. You know what I mean, Jellybean? Hi, Borbach. I don't think I'll be live much. I've been getting a little hate from my coffin pics. What was a coffin pic? Like, what was a coffin pic of her in the coffin? I heard about that, Andy, but I still haven't seen it. Do you guys remember, Andy? So you remember when the YouTube had DMs for a while? It was a very short while where YouTube had DMs, and they didn't really like it didn't really take off. Do I need to update the app? Because I don't think I see it. I know, Jake. I mean, she will literally cry about anything. That's why, honestly, it would be funny. Well, let's do what I did. Because when I was like, remember when I was like, I had a flight. I remember I had a flight back home. I was in Europe, and I was like at the breakfast. You know, because obviously I had to get free breakfast, especially in Europe. You know, no matter how shitty the hotel was. Because I know the last hotel we stayed in by the airport, it was like a brand hotel, like a normal one. Like a something like I don't know, like a Holiday Inn or something. It was like a shittier hotel brand, and they still had the best European breakfast ever. Okay. Anyways, so and like she kept asking me, come up on panel, Lydia. I was just ignoring her ass, like holy fuck, she looks insane. When she goes, do you always like this, or did I just not notice it before? Because whenever she cried about her stalkers and this and that, I was like, oh, you know, it must be someone really stalking her. Like, no, she's the fucking stalker. She's the stalker. Like, now I'm thinking back and I'm like, whoa, and I don't mean to bring up this person, but just Lurkin. You know, just Lurkin was Lurkin. He might have some mental issues, but he was probably lurking and seeing how fucking crazy she is. Like, yeah, obviously he then turned that paranoia onto himself, but she's a nutter. Non-fucking stop, Jake. Non-fucking stop. It's insane. Like I said one thing out of anger because she was like mentioning CMW jokingly, of course, but I snapped because like, this motherfucker's been stalking me all fucking day, dude. He even has a different account to stalk me with all fucking day. 300 fucking comments everywhere I go, like with this glassy account. And so I finally like I snapped on her and I was like, oh yeah, like the way you stalked Just Breaking or something. I forgot what I said. I said something like that. And yeah, I was fucked up because that guy, you know, might be actually like stalking her, but like she just would not shut the fuck up after that. To the point that I chat blocked her. And then she's like, oh, look, Lydia chat blocked me. What a pussy can handle a troll. And then she blocked me. And then she everywhere she went, oh, I had to chat block Lydia, so I can't see what she says. Oh, you're talking to Lydia, I can't see what she says. You know, like when that one time someone said hi to, what's her forehead name? Boss 510. Someone said hi to Boss 5. Tara said hi to Boss 510 in the chat. And then Bridget's like, oh, you're saying hi to Boss 510. They have me chopped. I can't see anything they say. They're a piece of shit. Like, she starts talking shit about them. And then she acts like a victim. I mean, she's fucking non-stop. Like, non-fucking stop. Like, you have to be a fucking, like, you have to be really bothering me. Like, not bothering me, but, like, really be non-fucking stop for me to chat block you. Let me tell you that much. Non-stop. Lydia. She had my name more in her mouth than fucking Anthony Scafidi. Lydia. Yeah, she's funny and she gets away with being like funny, and people don't realize like how fucking crazy she is when she gets like obsessive with this victim stuff. Maybe it isn't just like her wanting to be a victim. Maybe it's like the money part too, getting donos for being the victim. A lot of people, for some reason, it's like, oh, something bad is happening to you that money can't solve. Here's some money to make you feel better. Like, I don't know why people are like that on YouTube. Oh, you broke your leg and everything's fine financially. You have insurance and you don't need money. But here's some money to make you feel. It makes no sense. Hi, Daria. Yeah, and literally, like, one time I was like, why are you still talking about this, Bridget? Like, I haven't mentioned you in, like, forever. She's like, I'm just responding. And the last thing I said, and then she brought up something I said weeks and weeks ago during a fight. I was like, dude, there has to come, an expiration date on just responding. Fucking nutty bitch, dude. You like mention one thing, like no one believes you have elephant legs. No one believes that, but she'll just like nonstop. I have elephant legs, because I have elephant legs, because I have elephant legs. Well, I just walked up the stairs, because I have elephant legs. My legs are so heavy because I have elephant legs. I'm like, oh my god, you think you're joking? You think you're joking? No, you're showing how butthurt you are. It's kind of like with me and my fucking stupid Burger King thing now. Yumi said I flip burgers. If I keep beating this joke into the ground, people are actually going to realize that it hurts my feelings that Yumi, this amazing person, thinks I flip burgers. Daria, Bridget. Fucking non-stop victim. Jesus Christ. Like Jake literally said that this woman went to New Zealand and pooped on her lawn and he had to file a police report or something like that. Like the most ridiculous lie in the world. And she literally, I was like, there's no way. There's no fucking way. And she's on panel saying like, well, I like that one New Zealand, he said that I went to New Zealand and pooped on his lawn. I don't think she said the pooped on the lawn part because that would make it look ridiculous. Because it's a joke, obviously. So I don't think she said that part. Like, if I have sympathy for Boss 510, I was like, dude, fucking Tara said hi to you. Oh, and then she said, like, in one of these, because, like, I watched some of these streams afterwards, like, most of them, really. Like, in a recent stream, she said, oh, Lydia started attacking me because CM Derp called you pretty. Oh, yeah. Like, really? In what world, in your mind, do you believe that's true? Jesus fucking Christ. I don't care if the boyfriend I love and I'm with calls a woman pretty. You think I care that my stalker that follows me everywhere calls you pretty? Are you fucking retarded? You gotta start making it really ridiculous, Jake. You gotta start being like, I don't know how much more ridiculous you can get at that, but make it more ridiculous. Make it more ridiculous. And I swear to God, she'll start using that too. Really? What was he saying? Bro, I'm so over it because listen, he uses this because he realized that following me into other communities with his main account is not a good look. So he started following me around with his Glassy account nonstop, 300 comments a day. I don't know if he's trying to get me and Demisk to break up. It's really fucking pathetic, but it's like 300 comments a day. And like the other night, because he pretends not to be on here, but I can tell it's him. I have like, first of all, I have proof it's him. Second of all, even the other stuff that adds up, like what times is he on there? Well, he doesn't sleep normal hours, so he goes to sleep at like 8 a.m. or like 12 p.m. whatever. Like it all added up. So, anyways, he was on a chat like this Glassy account all fucking night. Blah blah, Lydia. And then Queenie is on there and says, "CM Derp, why are you messaging me? I don't give a shit." Like literally messaging me because I'm fighting with Queenie on panel, messaging her, and he doesn't realize how Queenie is. Like she will call out whoever's messaging her. Yeah, see, same shit. I don't think he did. I don't think he ever had a real life girlfriend. You see, that's what I'm saying about these people that don't leave their house. Like, I feel bad for them because they don't realize they're being like real shit. And Barbara, I don't know. They're both kind of weird when it comes to that, though. But like, I don't know. Maybe one of them is the one that isn't like, would never leave their house, or someone else like Joe, catfishing, Cole, Celine. Like they're never leaving their house. Is my audio bad? No, it's my phone. I don't have earbuds. Hold on, let me refresh. Check 1, 2. Daria, I understand that, but you don't realize that she is. I don't think anyone compared to Dina, but like on the Dina level of obsessiveness, she's up there. But not. I mean, no one can beat Dina. No one can beat Dina. But she's definitely up there. Trust me. If you haven't dealt with it, you wouldn't understand. Oh yeah? Is he gonna go to court? Hold on. Is my earbuds okay? Is my not my ear? I don't have earbuds. Let me check. Hold on. Check 1, 2. I'm gonna go back and listen. I'll be right back. How I'm comparing her to Dina. Dina definitely goes to the next level, obviously, you know. Like if she saw her enemy jaywalking, she would harass the police department until they got arrested for 10 years. Yeah? Well, Jake is smart. Obviously, Donzie. I've never met a bigger victim in my life. It's crazy, these victims. Same thing with Derp. Like, the only reason he's mad is because I called him out. Because literally, I called him out on my community page. Because literally, like, Queenie was, you're messaging people about me. You're the woman that you're messaging about me, I'm on panel with right now, is saying, Derp, why are you messaging me right now? Because I'm on panel with her. That is obsession. That is obsession, okay? You going on Ken's to talk to all this shit about me. Same thing I said about Slaya and like fucking Derp. If they want, they so know that I won't dox them, that they nonstop talk about this, nonstop act like I dox them, nonstop pretend that I dox them. How would you go like how? So you're gonna try to like trigger me into doxing you because you know I won't dox you? Jesus. I don't know what he like. Like I have no problem. You know, I want to visit every state in America. Obviously, I've driven through a state before because it was on the way to where I used to live. Okay, but there are other states nearby that I have not visited. Do you want? I would just, you know, like I have no problem with pulling a Dina and saying, I need a restraining order against this guy. I don't give a shit if it doesn't go through. You know, at least he'll be served, and his mommy will tell him maybe to get off the internet. Yeah, but I never. nothing. What if I dropped anything? I dropped his. No. I've said things like, "Oh, it's your bedtime. Your mommy has to wake you up at dinner." I don't think that's really a dox, though. Like from what I remember, Samder would not want his mom's house to be served with paper. So I would do that just to like get him to shut the fuck up, even if they wouldn't probably go anywhere. Obviously, I don't have to. I don't have Dina time, and I don't want to spend Dina money. And it's funny because like Bridget was saying that Bridget was saying it's not even a mind fuck him. I just want him to like go away. It's fucking. It is creepy. It is the same thing as like Nikki with the red Z-Mac. It is creepy that you're following her around all day every day, trying to get my boyfriend or something to break up with me. I guess is what his point is, but it's stupid. There's nothing that he will. There's nothing that he's ever said with this account that has ever made Demis be like mad at me or taking it seriously or anything like that at all ever. Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is he goes on panels to cry about me doxing him all the time because he knows I won't dox him. And the same thing that Fleia did the other night. It's like, oh, well, like if you thought I doxed you, why would you then attack me for doxing you? Like it makes no sense. Wouldn't I drop the dox 50 times in that case? Oh, you're attacking me. Oh, here's your dox. That makes no sense at all. He's a retard though. So let me message him because I'm kind of bored. Oh, you're saying that Jake is Wes. No, 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 Donzi. Go to his channel. You can Donzi, you can go to Jake's channel. He has a channel. He's a person. He's from New Zealand. Look what the Misk is dealing with. I know it's a quote, but that's rude. Well, I just feel it's obsessive. And you know what? Like, Ghost and everyone who told me about Derp doing the same thing to Flatline, like being really obsessive and creepy with her and harassing her for like a while afterward, like before she got with that guy. Who's that guy? Was his name No, his name wasn't Andy. Adam. Adam? What was his name? Whatever that one guy she met off of YouTube was. Like they told me about him doing the same thing to her. Now I believe it. Now I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. Aaron, yeah, Aaron. Yeah, like obviously I took everything Ghost said to me with a grain of salt, but looking back at it is very, very accurate. Like he is obsessive nonstop. And they said that like he stalked Flatline for a while. And like even Flatline, because like he was his other accounts, he would clone Ghost, he would clone all these people so that she would get mad at Ghost and other people for thinking that they're the ones like fucking with her. And then no, it was really him the entire time. And he's admitted that to me too. But he made it sound like he did it so that Ghost would get fucked with or like get messed with and trolled. But like no, he was doing it because he was obsessed with Flatline. Yeah, no. If you got blamed, then it was definitely well, Ghost. I don't think Ghost didn't do a lot of it, and I know that because I would be on Discord with him, and he would be told the stuff that's happening, and he'd be like, I didn't what like he would be genuinely, and I would know that he's telling the truth. He would be genuinely confused about what's going on. And he had a fake account of him. Joe is the top 5% of men, you know? Top 5% of men that apparently top 5%. I would say that like the top 0.005% of men don't work because they have so much money that they're born into, they don't work. But whatever you say, Joe, whatever you say floats your boat. Yes, I do that can't drive 3 hours. Not because he's lazy. Damascus isn't here, so I can tell you my honest feelings. I'm kidding. I already told him. Because he has bad anxiety. He can't leave the house or much further. No. As soon as Damascus leaves, we'll go. Well, probably sooner than later. Like I might just end it. I don't know how long he's gonna take. I don't think he has a driver license either, Donzi, because Lydia Army did some investigations and he has never gotten into a fight. You know how he says he's 101? Oh, he can. This is another reason why I don't think he's just lazy. I think it's like a mental issue because he said that he can't ever go to Canada because he has a large arrest record. And if you Google it, oh, if you get arrested for a lot of criminal things, like you can't. No, he's never been arrested for anything. His only things on his record are traffic. A lot of traffic, though. That's why I believe that he might not have his license. But he has nothing against fights, assaults, nothing like that. Why, Joe? Why? The only criminal thing he has like that against him is from his baby mama when she accused him of DV that one time. I don't know, reasonator. It's like the blind leading the blind, like the tards leading the tards, huh? The only way I can see that is if like I think she had his number before, but if like Jill messaged Queen Red what Nikki his number. Anyway, shout out to Bridget who will now mention me all the time. Shout out to all the obsessive people that should really get jobs and hobbies, you know. For some of them, there's literally no excuse for them not to be working. Well, I'll run with it. I'll run with it as well, Reasonator, but you need to make sense. You need to make it make sense for me first. Oh boy. You want to come up, Cuzzo? Either that, I'm gonna leave, or I'm gonna leave because I don't think he's gonna be out for a little bit. I want to go to Jack in the Box. It sounds like Jake in the Box, but that's Nikki who has Jake in her box. Why do I think I'm funny? I'm not funny. I'm retarded. Okay, let's see. Let me just look at your picture. I still search for Jakey Poo, and now you don't even come up anymore when I search for Jakey Poo. Oh gosh, what is your stupid name now? Mr. Do Better. Hey, Brit. Jake in the box. Yeah. Jake says do better. Okay. Jake says do. You need to do better with your username so I could search you easier. It's like Barbie girl. Barbie, go back to fucking what was it, Mrs. Pagel? Because that's still the only way I know how to search for Barbie, and she doesn't come up that way anymore. Cactus is playing the victim. Yeah, he plays the victim really good. He plays the victim of being an of a, oh, I'm just a bad guy and no one will understand. That picture's funny. Come on. Who cried about that fucking picture? Barbara Cernini? Well, that's not really helpful. Barbara, go back to Barbara Maloney or whatever the hell. You know? Listen, I can guarantee you I talked less on the phone than you talked with fucking that married man, Mr. Maloney. I can guarantee I'd never put my name as Mrs. Pagel the way you put your name as Barbie Maloney. Okay? I can guarantee I never cheated on a man and you know you have. Okay, bye bye. Not yet, at least. I'm kidding. Who hasn't been in that box for real? Okay, how do I end this shit?
The fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.